Dr. Amy Guernsey with University Veterinary Care Center is joining us for our pet advice. Dr. Guernsey, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, as it is warming up, many of us are heading to the parks, and of course it's always fun to interact with the ducks and geese. Some people enjoy feeding them. I've been guilty of that myself, but do they need our food?
Generally, no. My rule of thumb is most of the time, 90% of the time, wildlife don't need our help. I know it's fun to do, but keep in mind, especially during the springtime, you're going to have young ducklings and goslings out there, and they're trying to learn how to forage. And if we feed them too much, that can kind of interfere with their training a little bit. In general, they don't need it. I know it's fun.
It is fun. Well, and bread, of course, is a popular treat, and I've heard different things about that. Is it okay for them to eat bread?
So bread in and of itself is not toxic to ducks and geese. The problem is moderation, right? So you go out with one piece of bread, but so did the last 20 people that were at the park. And the problem is, you know, between the ducks eating too much of it, it can also become wasteful in the environment, cause problems with rotting out there. It's junk food for ducks and geese. They fill up on it and then they don't get enough of the other nutrients that they need. And they can be predisposed to different health problems if they just fill up on bread. Angel wings, the one you hear most commonly, basically they've had a diet too high in protein, too high in carbs, and they get this wing deformity that interferes with their ability to fly.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Is angel wing treatable?
If caught early in young animals, it can be splinted and corrected with nutrition. Obviously, you'd want a rehabber, or if it's a pet duck, you know, your veterinarian involved in that. But unfortunately, older birds, if they've had it since they were young and grown into that, they're not correctable.
And what should we do if we see it?
Just as any point, if you are concerned about wildlife out in the parks, contacting Fish and Wildlife or the Kansas Rehab Network is the best thing to do. Unless you have very specific training, just leave them alone, observe them, and call on people who know what they're doing.
Good advice. Now, if we really want to feed them something, are there alternatives to bread?
There sure are, and I've been guilty of it myself, but just find things that are more nutritious for them. Fruits and veggies tend to be good options. No avocado, though. You can toss out kale and lettuce, not iceberg, but you know, anything dark leafy is okay. Broccoli, peas, blueberries, that sort of thing. That would be more beneficial to them. You can also do duck pellets, not chick pellets, but duck pellets as a good snack for them.
I never would have thought to take broccoli out to the park with me. Dr. Guernsey, thank you. Thank you for being with us today. And of course, if you want more information about University Veterinary Care Center, just head over to universityvetcare.com.